Episode 10 of Forge Tips and Tricks with me. Here's how you do geomerging on Foundry. Well, you can do it on Sandbox too, but this is how you do it on like an angle. So what you want to do is start off with like a staircase or something that's angled. So that's kind of like your guideline to send it into the ground on. It's gonna go on in that angle. So the staircase isn't being very cooperative. Alright, now we have the box on the staircase, and what you want to make sure is that the box is like perfectly along the staircase and it's not kind of touching the ground. And once you make sure that you want to put, doesn't matter, boxes work best, but on both sides, so like kind of to make sure the box that I'm putting into the ground doesn't move around when I put it into the ground. And then I just use teleporters on the top because they're the best. I like to, because you can see it most of the box, and they're pretty easy to put on. So yeah, it's just kind of like normal geomerging. You wanna put like something, make sure it can't move around except for the ways that you want it to go. So now I have my receiver nodes on top, and like I said before, see how the box is perfectly along the staircase, it's not touching the ground or anything. That's what you want. Okay, so next step, just like regular geomerging, you want to get your doors. Doors work best. You could use anything else, but you'd have to interlock it into the box. Well, I'm not even gonna explain it because this is 100 times easier. So I'll put them, yeah, you want room on the staircase, you always will if you do it right, and you put the doors in the box like that, but make sure you pause for a second when you put the doors in, or that will happen. The door will still be thought of by the game as movable, so it will just fly out. Wait a second, then you grab it. It'll be forced to sink into the ground, so when I'll show you, it's in a little bit, a very little bit, and you just keep doing that. It's I go pretty deep into this, but make sure you don't go too deep, or else the box will fly out, and that's what I had happen to me. Unless you save it, but it's kind of hard to get really quick. So you don't want to go too deep unless it's very controlled. So just keep putting it in, and also make sure your teleporter nodes stay up closer to the front, or like even along the top of the box. Because what happened to me, once when I was doing this, I had it fly, like the teleporter nodes weren't holding it too close to the front, so it just flew out the end, and I lost my whole thing. So just keep putting it in and make sure the doors are aligned with the staircase and not kind of sticking up as they were just there. And I fixed the door. And if you feel like it's gonna fly out or go crazy the second you let go, you can always just save it, end the game like I'm doing right now, because it was making a lot of noise, and and you can see it went in a little more. So okay, so I was just end the game, or save the game, end it, restart, and it'll be completely still. It won't move at all unless you grab it again, obviously. So you can see it's pretty far in there now. Put the doors in again. And if you want, you don't have to use a staircase. Staircases are just easier because they're off the very beginning, they're angled. And see, there we go. That's how far I got it geomerged. It's pretty good.